You're gonna want to buckle up for this one. I love a good film where we start exactly where we end. Let me tell you, this film does a phenomenal job. Now, this is not the first time that I have seen Triangle. I did get to kind of go into it with a little bit of a different perspective, knowing the twist at the end. The director does a great job with exposition off the top of the film, movie, whatever you want to call it. We get right into it. I'll go ahead and save some of my conspiracy theories. I don't really know if it counts as a conspiracy theory, but I'll save some of my thoughts. This film has so much rewatch value because of all the little things that you can catch each different time. We do have Jess, Sally, Downey, Victor, and Greg. Also a character named Heather that they introduce momentarily. I don't really feel like she matters. She's pretty early. Now, Jess is our leading lady, but unfortunately, she is an unreliable narrator. But lucky for us, I love an unreliable narrator. She is a single mom with a special needs son, and you can see that she is actively struggling with handling all of that responsibility by herself. Jess is finally getting to leave and do something for herself for the first time in a very, very long time. She has a boyfriend, and he invited her out on this excursion. Help us! Our boat has capsized! Goodbye, Heather. Listen, Emma Lung, that's the actress, by the way. Zero critique towards her. She didn't write the film. I cannot think of a single franchise that I enjoy that just adds characters for no reason other than to kill them off. Our little sailboat capsized, but we do see this ginormous boat you would assume to be the Coast Guard. I don't know enough about like the Navy and all that. Time for those thoughts from earlier that I saved. We get to go back for every single scene that we have already seen to answer every single question that we have had. Let me finish this up. I know we all have things to do. Jess finally gets off the boat, wakes up on the beach. Here is my take on her truth. Sorry, the fan just came back on. Just so happens to be the day that she hits her breaking point. The scene with her and Sally, we're in the corner of the boat and Sally is so terrified and she's crawling desperately away from Jess, and the camera starts to pan out and you just see a pile of Sally's. Holy mother, how many times has she lived through this day? We start to see that first day with her. That is where it starts to get so extremely unsettling. He has had to have had this day before, so what we are seeing is a variation of the original day reaction of, oh my god, what have I done? Like, everything's gonna change. I'm gonna be a better mom. Tommy comes into the room at the end and he sees his mother bludgeoning his other mother to death. In the original form of that happening, I believe Tommy should just walk in the room and her apologize to him. But the bad dream that she is talking about is her hitting him, not her bludgeoning herself to death. This is the hell that she has created for herself. Now that we are getting to like the end here, I am getting goosebumps just like thinking about this final scene. And she hits that seagull and she throws it off the ledge. And there is now a pile of seagulls the same way that we just saw a pile of Sally's. Tell me this is not her hell. She is the villain in her own story. The camera work for this part is just so from the back of the car, and you can just see it coming, and the car flips. We go all the way back to the side of the street where the initial accident happens, and we start to pan through clothing, shoes, blood. He just laid out on the highway. Just such a heartbreaking scene. There is Tommy laying not much further from her, both thrown from the vehicle. Bystanders calling ambulances, just being there in disbelief, and then the driver shows up and we are right back where we started. I feel that Jess has the same face in the beginning of the film as she does in the end. This will go on for eternity. She is in hell. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch everything that I had to say on this. I would love to hear your input on everything. Tag me in a video, write a comment. I love to chat about this stuff, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you.